Hello everybody, welcome back to English in 10 with me, Natalie. Today we are going to talk about idioms to do with animals. So before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications, ding ding, so that you always know when we publish new videos. Now, there are so many animal idioms that this video is going to be made in two parts. So let's get started with part 1. What is our first idiom? It is to be in the doghouse. To be in the doghouse. This means that someone is really annoyed with you or angry, but usually just annoyed with you for something you've done. For example, James promised that he would do the dishes last night and he didn't. He's totally in the doghouse. So to be annoyed with somebody for something that they've done. What is our second idiom? It is to be a one-trick pony. To be a one-trick pony. This means that somebody only really has one skill or one ability. They're only really good at one thing. So they are a one-trick pony. When we say he's a one-trick pony, it's quite negative. It means they're not very good really. They can only do one thing. So to be a one-trick pony is to just be good at one thing. Okay, the next one is hold your horses. So hold your horses means to slow down, to take a minute, to not rush something. Hold your horses. Good. Let's take a look at number 4. Number 4 is to let the cat out of the bag. To let the cat out of the bag. This means that you have told somebody a secret. Okay? You've given away the information. For example, I was throwing a surprise birthday party for my sister, and her boyfriend told her he totally let the cat out of the bag. So he told her the secret, and now there's no surprise party. So to let the cat out of the bag is to tell somebody a secret. Okay, how about our next one? To go on a wild goose chase, or to be a wild goose chase. This means pursuing something, so going after something that will almost certainly never happen or never succeed. Let me show you an example. There are only 3 restaurants in my town. Trying to find a sushi restaurant here is like going on a wild goose chase. So it will never happen, almost certainly never happen. So it's like going on a wild goose chase, because you can never catch wild geese. That's where it comes from. All right, let's take a look at number 6. Number 6 is to watch someone or something like a hawk. To watch someone or something like a hawk. This means to watch very, very intensely. For example, The security guard in the shopping centre was watching the suspicious man like a hawk. He was watching him like a hawk. So he was watching him very intensely because he thought he was going to do something. Another example. Small children are a nightmare. They're always getting up to mischief and putting themselves in danger. You cannot leave them for a minute. You have to watch them like a hawk. You have to pay very close attention to watch someone or something like a hawk. Great. Let's take a look at the next one. All right, the next one is to have ants in your pants. So when someone fidgets all the time, they can't sit still, they're always moving. We use this a lot with children, but sometimes adults. We say they have ants in their pants. Because if you had ants in your pants, you would probably move around a lot as well. So we say, oh, what's wrong with you? It's like you've got ants in your pants. Would you just sit still for a second? So to have ants in your pants is to be a fidget. Okay, let's take a look at number 8. Number 8 is wouldn't hurt a fly. Now, this means somebody is really kind and gentle and soft. So we would say, oh, Sophie's so lovely, she wouldn't hurt a fly. And we mean she's just a lovely, calm, gentle person. So they wouldn't hurt a fly. All right, 2 to go. Let's look at number 9. Number 9 is the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room. Now, this means that there is a problem or an issue that is too big to be ignored, but people are trying to ignore it because it's awkward, uncomfortable, or embarrassing. It's a bit strange, so let me give you a couple of examples. Imagine you are away for the weekend with your friends. And one night, 2 of your friends have quite a heated argument. They don't fall out, but it's very unpleasant and uncomfortable for everybody. So these 2 friends have an argument. Everybody goes to bed. The next day at breakfast, it's very uncomfortable, awkward, quite quiet. And you say, are we going to address the elephant in the room? Are we going to talk about what happened? Are we going to talk about the big, uncomfortable problem that exists? So, are we going to talk about the elephant in the room? Okay, it sounds a bit strange maybe, but we actually use it quite a lot, so it's a good one to know. All right, this takes us to our last idiom, which is to hear something straight from the horse's mouth. Straight from the horse's mouth. This means that you hear something directly from the source. So, not Joe said, that Mike said, that Claire said, that Maria said, that Juan said, that blah, 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 blah. Okay? It means that you receive information directly from the person it is about. So to hear straight from the horse's mouth. For example, somebody tells you something, a story, something that happened. And you say, "Are you sure? That doesn't sound right. Are you sure?" And they say, "Uh-huh. I got it straight from the horse's mouth." Okay? The person it's about told me themselves. I got it straight from the horse's mouth. All right. That is our first 10 animal idioms. I hope that you enjoyed them. Maybe you already knew some of them. Maybe they exist in your language as well. Sometimes there is some crossover. If you have any that are similar but not exactly the same, please write them in the comments for us. It would be really interesting. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I will also be making part 2, as I mentioned at the beginning. So please stay tuned for more animal idioms. All right. Thank you so much. Take care.